The oldest fixture in international rugby hasn't been particularly kind to Scotland in recent years. None of the England matchday squad were born the last time Scotland won a Calcutta Cup match at Twickenham. That was back in 1983. After defeat by Italy last time, the Scots were staring at the wooden spoon, and coach Vern Cotter made 5 changes, with Dougie Fife, Matt Scott and Finn Russell returning from suspension coming into the backs. Jim Hamilton and Dave Denton added fresh blood in the pack, with Ewan Murray equalling Alan Jacobson's record of 65 caps for a Scottish international prop. After slipping up in Dublin, England were licking their wounds going into this game, and Stuart Lancaster made a couple of changes, with Mike Brown returning from a concussion break at full-back for Alex Goode, and Courtney Laws back from ankle surgery replacing George Cruz at lock. The men in white had only ever lost one home game in the championship under Lancaster, to Wales in 2012, so it was a huge task for the visitors, and things went according to script early on for the home side. They attacked at pace. George Ford found his Bath teammate Jonathan Joseph, and the speedy centre darted over the line for his 4th try of the campaign. A really well constructed score, with Joseph spotting the gap and going through. And when Ford converted, it was 7 points to 0 with only 4 minutes gone. 12 minutes in, the English might have extended their lead when fullback Mike Brown was sent clear, bursting towards the line, only to be brilliantly tackled by Stuart Hogg, who saved a certain score. England dominated the opening quarter of the match but didn't add to their tally, and that lack of killer instinct was punished midway through the half when Scotland conjured a score of their own. England were a little stretched, and when the ball was fed to Mark Bennett out wide, he did really well to cut inside and get over the line for the try. A score on his Twickenham debut, highlighting the talent in the Scottish back line. Greg Laidlaw added the extras and the sides were level. Almost straight from the restart, Scotland were penalised for offside, and Ford knocked the penalty over to put Lancaster's men back in front, 10 points to 7 in the 25th minute. But once again the Scots came back, and with England defending valiantly on their line, Dan Cole gave away a soft penalty. It gave Laidlaw the chance to level the scores once again. The English prop perhaps lucky not to see yellow. The Scottish captain fired the penalty over, and with just 10 minutes of the first half remaining, it was 10 points apiece. 1989 was the last time Scotland led at half-time at Twickenham, but in the 38th minute Laidlaw knocked another penalty over to give his side an unlikely 13-10 lead at the break, in a match that England should have been well ahead in. 3 minutes after the interval, the home side edged back in front when the impressive Ford showed once again what a potential talent he is. His dummy sent Rob Harley the wrong way, and the England number 10 sniped over for a super individual try. It was just the start to the second half that Stuart Lancaster would have been looking for, and Ford converted his own try to make it 17 points to 13. England eased further in front on 51 minutes when man of the match Ford again found the target with the boot, and now it was a 7-point advantage for the home side, 20 points to 13. Just past the hour mark, England were in control and looked to have made the game safe when James Haskell picked out Mike Brown, who got over the line for try number 3 for England. But when referee Romain Poitre referred to the TMO, it was judged that Haskell's pass was forward, and the try was ruled out. A lifeline for Scotland, but 5 minutes from time, England finished it off. With Ireland's defeat earlier in the day, Lancaster's men knew that the title was once again on the agenda, but points difference could be crucial. As the English attack developed, Ford spun it out wide to Jack Noel, who stepped inside and wasn't going to be stopped from close range. A good score from the number 11, and even though Ford missed the conversion, the 12-point margin would be enough to see England go to the top of the table, albeit narrowly from Ireland, with one match to go. As the final whistle blew, England could celebrate another Calcutta Cup success. They play France on the final day with a 4 points scoring advantage over Ireland, who meet Scotland in Edinburgh, with Wales 25 points behind and needing a big win over Italy in Rome. It's all set up for an intriguing last day of action. But at Twickenham, it finished England 25, Scotland 13.